Welcome to Module 6.2 in Human Resource Management. And this week will be a light week. The following week is spring break. So there'll be no quiz this week. And we're going to hold off on doing Chapter 7 until after you return from spring break. So you'll have, a week off. So I want you this week to, like I said, we're going to skip the quiz. And then I want you to start answering your posts from the Chapter 6 discussion. So just answer the post from last week's post. Remember, log on 3 different days and post to this. There is no new discussion thread this week, so it's going to be very light. And then you can complete the midterm feedback Dropbox. So that's on here. It's a simple 2-question Dropbox. One question is what's working for you, and the other one is what's not working. So I just want you to reflect back on the class. We're getting to the midterm, and so I want you to think back, over the last 7 weeks or so, and think of what has been good for you, if anything, and what has been bad for you, if anything. So let me know that, and that way I can have some feedback from you. I also will continue grading through midterm week. So through a spring break week, I will be grading your Dropbox assignments. And I have to turn midterm grades in. So if anyone has a midterm deficiency, I'll have that turned in at the end of, end of next week. So, like I said, I want you to give me some feedback on the class. This class was face-to-face last semester. I'm keeping the rigor the same, moving it online, so we're doing the same content that we had last semester. Of course, it's been changed a little bit to make it more friendly for an online environment, but like I said, I want you to give me feedback on where we are so far. And I'm also going to publish a Dropbox titled paper, and it'll be put up later on this week. It's going up, so we'll have a rubric attached to it, so that way you can know what direction to look for the paper. So you can feel free to read this and send me any questions you may have. I will also open a discussion board dedicated to any paper questions. So if you have a question, just pop it on the board, and I will get back and answer you on there, so everybody else can see the answer, unless a classmate answers before me. And then if it's a question that's missing from the rubric, I will put that in the rubric too. So sometimes there are some things that are overlooked. Like I said, last semester this class was face-to-face, and I had this assignment as being an oral presentation that was done in the class. And, so in turning it from being an oral presentation to being a face-to-face, to being a paper, I want to try to keep some of the feeling the same, so you are going to be reading each other's papers. But I also, of course, it's a different assignment, so I have to change some things up on there. But again, if you have any questions on that, feel free to email me on D2L, or if it's about the paper, make sure you put a post down on the discussion board. That way I can answer it for everybody else, because I'm sure if you have the question, there's probably 20 other people who have the same question. So, like I said, don't be scared to use that. Use that tool, and I will love to get back to you. So all these assignments will be due on 3/5, so next Sunday at midnight. And like I said, there's nothing expected of you over spring break. So if you want to work on your paper, you can, but don't feel obligated to do that. We'll have a great week and a great couple weeks, and like I said, go ahead and get a hold of me on D2L if you have any questions.